try to ground this game out a little bit. The Raiders come out with one receiver to he goes to midfield and going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 40. So they went after the quarterback. He was able to pitch the football. And that was McKinney. It looked like Harrison McKinney on the carry. So a big run there for first down for the Red Raiders. Took it over to the right side after the pitch. So they got the ball at the 40 of the Chargers now, do the Red Raiders. Blee under center, man in motion. This time Blee's going to keep it and goes around the right side. Going to be close to another first down. Just a second and short here. So second and one for the Red Raiders. 10-15 to go here in the first quarter. Blee only a sophomore.
You just reading that defense, you got to pull it.
Two receivers over to the left side. One back. Blee looking to pass, drops back, he's hit, and pass overthrown. So incomplete pass there for the Red Raiders. So third and short two or a long one, depending on what you want to call it here. So third down, a big play here for this Crest defense. Hurley. So Blee gets the call from his quarterback. They huddle up, head back to the line of scrimmage. Single receiver right, single receiver left. Blee under center, man in motion. He's going to give it to the fullback. And looks like he's going to get the first down. Looks like that far the official's going to spot it with the first down. And it is. Ford gets the first down off of that run. So good job there by the Red Raiders. Try to make it first and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line of the Chargers.
9:30 to play first quarter with no score.
Man in motion. Blee's going to give it to the motion man. He comes around the left side and down to about the 21, 22-yard line. So that's going to make second and 2 here. Right now, the Red Raiders doing a good job of disguising where the football is going. The Chargers having a hard time picking it up. So second down here for the Red Raiders. 8:56 to go here in the first quarter. Two receivers over to the right side. Man in motion. Ball is on the ground. Let's see who gets it.
Who's got it? I think Side Point might have got it.
Officials will go in and get everybody out. Yes, the Red Raiders do fall on it. So ball on the ground, a little bit of a loss there. So it's going to make it 3rd and 3. So the Red Raiders very lucky there to get the football. A couple times in this drive were nearly the ball on the ground, but the Red Raiders are able to recover it. So they're going to send 2 receivers over to the right side, single receiver to the left. Ford is the fullback. Blee's going to get under center as always. Man in motion. This time he's going to give it to his fullback. And he's going to pick up first down yardage down to around the 15. So the Red Raiders continue to eat up clock. You knew that was the game plan coming in. Certainly what they wanted to do here tonight. They had to keep that Crest offense on the sidelines. Single receiver to the left, single receiver to the right. That's Chance Ford in the backfield. Blee under center, man in motion. Blee's going to keep it himself this time. He runs around the right side. Good job there by the Crest defense to stay with him. So he's able to stretch it to the far sideline, this is the Charger defense. So a pickup of about 2. So make it 2nd and 8 as they are in Charger territory in the red zone at the 15-yard line. Again, no hurry by this South Point offense. Continue to let the clock run. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Blee has his back in the backfield, man in motion. Blee's going to give it to the fullback, going to plow ahead. And it looks like it's going to be close. Let's see. Just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Charger defense. Right now, tackling him high. Got to get low against these guys because the Red Raiders are going to be low to the ground everywhere. So you got to try to get low with them. So again, no hurry. They huddle up. Blee brings his offense back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers over here to the right side, a receiver to the left. Man in motion. Blee's going to give it to his fullback. He's going to plow ahead, trying to get into the end zone. Just short. He is going to get the first down. So that's going to make it 1st and goal from about the 1. What an opening drive here for the Red Raiders to start this game, doing exactly what that Redbone offense needs to do. So a 6.5-minute drive here for the Red Raider offense. Single receiver to the right side. Blee under center. There's a snap, gives it to his fullback. And waiting, and he's in for the touchdown. For a numbers bookkeeping touchdown for the Red Raiders. 6-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard of Cherryville. That'll bring Burt Whistle out to attempt the extra point here for the Red Raiders. They'll line up in the old swinging gate. Here they come to the right side of the field. Everybody will line up. Burt Whistle is out over to the far right side. Now he comes over. Burt Whistle marks it off.
That he's pretty tall. He's the taller guy on this team for sure. He's, as a matter of fact, he's a junior, and he is 6'3", and just over 200 pounds. Now the extra point will be attempted. The kick is up. The kick is no good. Just a little off to the left side. So let's give you an update here on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of the world-famous fries. 7:59 to go in the first quarter. Patton is on the board. They lead East Rutherford 6-0 as we'll continue with our coverage from Patton. This is the game of the week from
of course, he was only punting for 34 yards, but and I looked over at Brent and I said, this is exactly where Kings Mountain was on the field when they did a fake punt against Shelby. And I looked, and sure enough, Kendrick was the personal protector, but they went ahead and punted it.
Jackson Hill, the quarterback for Forest View, under center, and he calls his own number on a keeper, and he just got that whole line got pushed back into the backfield, and he was just demolished. Number 7 for Kings Mountain was the first guy I saw, and that is Jason Melton, the leading tackler.
Well, I'll tell you what, you could just picked about one of 6 people. That's going to be a long night if the Kings Mountain front's going to shove them back like that. That was a really generous spot to give them the line of scrimmage.
So that looks like a different quarterback in there. That's number 10. So that was 10 under center that ran it.
That's David Howard.
So Howard's getting the call at quarterback. He hands it off this time. Believe it's Holland. He kind of dances around for a yard or two.
Not a whole lot there. And, yes, it was number 9, Christian Holland.
They gave him, well, they gave him anything.
Almost a yard.
Yep.
So that's going to bring it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, long night if that's the kind of surge that defensive line's going to get for the Mountaineers. Let's see. This time, Brown back in the shotgun. Looks to be a throwing down. Kings Mountain shows blitz, and they come, and Brown's going to heave it long. It's a jump ball, and it's caught by number 2, Nicholas Aguilar. There was a lot of contact both ways, and at the very end, it looked like Aguilar may have even shoved off to make the catch.
Well, it was one of those situations where they were just locked up waiting for the ball to get there, and Aguilar did shove him down, but he made the catch, and yeah, that's again number 10, David Howard, and he was 1 for 8 for the year coming in, so now he's 2 for 9.
That's a 38-yard reception all the way to the Kings Mountain 41 from their own 21. And there you see Aguilar. That's why he's averaging over 20 yards per reception. And Brown calls his own number not to.
Well, he didn't call his own number. He was trying to hand off to Holland, and he turned to the left, and Holland went to the right. And so there was nothing else he could do except eat it. So that's going to be a 3-yard loss. And 2nd down and 13.
So they get the big play on 3rd and long, but now went 3 yards backwards. 2nd and 13, ball's right in the middle of the field. That was a first down, sponsored by Medical Center Pharmacy on that previous pass. And now they will hand off. And
oh, my goodness. That's going to be another loss. And they're going to say it's only a loss of 1, but he was met rudely 2 yards in the
number 33, Javier Courage, and he hit the hole hard. That's the thing.
Yeah, he hit
it hard and just stopped.
Well, he hit the line of scrimmage hard. Let's put it that way. There was no hole to hit.
Yeah, but, I mean, as fast as he hit the line of scrimmage, for him to just stop like that, it tells you the hit that Curry just put on him.
It really did look like he ran into a brick wall.
3rd and 14. And Brown drops back. It looks like they got the screen set up. It's completed to Holland, and he breaks a tackle, and he's fighting towards the first down. He steps out of bounds, and they're going to mark him, I think, 1 yard short.
1 yard shy. And that was a situation where they set up a beautiful screen, and the problem was there was no screen of blockers in front of the running back. He had gotten in front of the lineman, and it worked, though. He actually shrugged out of a tackle and ran 12 yards, so it's going to be 4th and 1. Now, the problem for Forest View is every time they tried to run the ball, they've got nothing. So let's see what they're going to do here on 4th and 1 on the Kings Mountain 32-yard line.
They're in the shotgun. 3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. Lone back is Holland. They're going to run the option. They pitch it to him. He's got the first down as he gets 2, maybe 3.
So that's the 2nd Medical Center Pharmacy first down by the Jaguars, and they are on the Kings Mountain 29-yard line. And I just got to be honest, on the way up here, I asked Brent what the over and under would be for first downs, and I was wondering if Forest View would get a first down looking at what they'd done thus far, but shows what I don't know. That's 2 first downs, and they're on the 29-yard line of Kings Mountain.
They got an H-back in. Running back move prior to the snap. No flag comes out. He gets the handoff and gets hit in the backfield yet again.
And, yeah, I got to be honest. If you're Kings Mountain, you're kind of happy they didn't call that penalty because that's a 2-yard loss. So it's going to be 2nd down and 12.
That was Thomas Fair that time. So we've seen Curry in the backfield, we've seen Fair in the backfield, and we've seen Melton in the backfield, all of the tackle for loss on this opening drive. But the Jaguars have hit 2 big pass plays.
They have, and 2nd down and 12. Again, they're on the 31 of Kings Mountain. We're down to 5:20 left here in this first quarter. No score.
Forest View doing exactly what they want, making that clock run and keeping the ball. And off to number 23, and that is Tristan Holt.
That's going to be about a 3-yard gain. Of course, it was 2nd and 12, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. So 3rd and 9. And Forest View does not have a successful field goal this year, although you had to be impressed with the leg strength of the kicker because he kicked that thing about 5 yards deep into the end zone.
Did. He nailed that kickoff. Out wide goes Drisden Dunlap. He's in the slot, and there's a 4-receiver set. And Brown's going to call his own number around the right side, and he gets maybe a yard, and that's it.
Yep. And so that's going to bring up 4th down and 8. They are on the Kings Mountain 20. Well, they ended up giving him nothing. Actually, they did get 1 yard, so that's going to be 4th down and 8. And they did not trot in the kicker, so they're going to be going for this on 4th and 8.
Well, so far, Brown is 2 for 2. David Howard, 2 for 2 for 51 yards passing.
Surprise, surprise.
Ball's on the right hash. 2 running back set. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And timeout called by Forest View. 3:38 to go, first quarter, no score on the No Marking Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
American Kings Mountain and Carpet One Flooring Home in Gastonia have some great news. New LVP flooring that's waterproof.
After that loss against East Rutherford, they are on the road at Hendersonville tonight. Next play by Patton, quarterback keeper again, finding a hole, but thank goodness Sexton doesn't break loose. He will go across midfield. He's inside East Rutherford territory.
Yeah, tackled by number 11, Blake McClellan, and also number 1, Zaylen Watkins in on the stop for the Cavaliers. Another 3rd down coming for Pat.
The ball is sitting between the 49 and 48 of East Rutherford, which means it's going to be 3rd down and about
7 yards.
Yep, 6-7 yards needed right here. Let's see what Sexton, the QB, wants to do from the shotgun. Snaps in his hand. Got to run again, coming off the left side of his offensive line. Not going to get to the 1st down marker. East Rutherford stops him at their 46-yard line.
Yeah, good little run for Patton right there. Set up a 4th and short now. For them, looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field and go for it right here on 4th down.
Interesting.
Bringing another player now. Let's see, number 15 is coming in the game for Patton.
East Rutherford's defense is getting some good stops against the QB compared to what we saw earlier. Again, though, their offense has not been able to get too hot. And when they were getting hot a few minutes ago, guess what? They got across midfield and they fumbled the football, so they can't afford to have that kind of a night. Let's see what they can do on 4th and short. Patton is going for it and held everything on the snap of the ball. The official blows his whistle.
Probably legal procedure.
Ball penalty. Ball start.
Yeah.
Ball start against Patton there. And those little plays like that is a killer for a team that's just trying to get something to go offensively. They went from like 4th and 4. Now it looks like about 4th and 9. And let's see if they decide to keep their offense on the field. They decide to punt. Looks like they're back in the punt formation now, and that just kills what they want to do offensively, to keep their offense on the field and keep East Rutherford's offense off the field as well.
They just had a BAM LLC penalty flag. Remember those folks, they help brick-and-mortar businesses get in touch with BAM LLC. Punting unit is out. The punt is off. We'll see if McClellan will get a chance at it. He does. He takes it at the 25. Turns on the speed, 30, 35, 40, 45, trying to stay in bounds on the far side of the field. I think he finally went out over there somewhere, but this is going to be great field position all the way to at least midfield and possibly, JB, it looks like he may actually have gotten him into Patton territory.
Yeah, I think that he did. It looks like his ball's going to be spotted around the 47-yard line up Patton there. They're always dangerous. Number 11, Blake McClellan. Dangerous in the running attack for him. Dangerous in the passing tag. Always does in the punt return and kickoff. So definitely a player for Pat you don't want the ball in his hand.
Quickly, they'll go to work on offense. Pinkerton up the middle, taking tacklers with him. He's all the way to the 35-yard line of Patton.
And East Rutherford quickly looks over to their sideline there. Play call from the coaches. We'll continue to try to go tempo here as they have most of the first quarter.
That was a 14-yard gain. That is also, of course, a Mi Publito first down. Remember, they always welcome you to their table. Hope you'll go by one of their locations in Rutherford County. Also, they're in Uptown Shelby as well. A fake to the running back, going to go to the air. A receiver's there. It's waiting. Yep, there's the indication.
Yeah,
that is a touchdown.
Number 11, Blake McClellan on the reception there. We talked about his big punt return just had. Also just now had a big touchdown reception from number 12, Landon Flynn.
That's what they needed, a 34-yard touchdown pass. East Rutherford has tied this game, and they can take the lead on this important kick coming up right here.
Yeah, and last week, the kicker there, number 30, Ian Queen, was perfect against Chase last week.
Let's see what Queen can do. Here is the snap, hold, ball in position, kick is up, and he's got it. Good job by Ian Queen. With 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, we'll give you an update on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard, locally owned and operated. East Rutherford now has taken a 1-point lead. It's 7-6 over Patton right here from your Rutherford County High School football game of the week on Downtown Radio.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a call. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service.
Land, farmland, and country homes. Whitetail.
For the first time to stop this Crest offense, 13-7, the Red Raiders lead. That'll be a single receiver over to the left side. They bring 3 to the right. Aiden Carson in the backfield with Husky.
This ball got to go to 6. They already got one guy covering 6.
Moves Husky over to his left side. There's the snap. Husky looking's going to throw it. And pass is caught. It looks like it's going to be a first down. Across the 30-yard line they go. So Tajay Borders with another reception in this game. Good to see Borders getting a lot of action early in this game, Will.
Yes, sir. That takes the heat off 6. So more people catch balls, takes the heat off 6.
Borders a junior for this Crest offense.
And then it opens the game up for 14.
Yes. So 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Husky again drops back to pass, looking downfield, has time. Going to pull it down. Now throws it. Nice play underneath. And that's Tajay Borders again. So another big reception there for Tajay Borders. What a night he's having early in this game. Don't put the ball at the Crest 49-yard line.
That's a big gain right there on first.
Opens up the playbook even more for you. So they bring their same 3 receivers over here to the right side. This time, Husky's going to give it to Carson. And Carson's going to plow ahead. Looks like it's going to be close to another first down for the Red Raiders.
It looks like a first down from here. Like that's on the 40.
And it's going to be a first down. So, again, the Crest offense came in averaging about 8 yards per carry when they run the football. That's just only going to improve that average.
Yeah. So I knew if you keep hitting them with the passes, then I know they're going to eventually open that game up for 14. And he's going to smash them. Yeah, I hope that open up later on with a lead.
Husky drops back to pass, looking downfield. There comes some pressure. Good job by the Crest offensive line. He's going to turn it loose. Got a man in the middle of the field, but just misses it. Intended for Borders.
That was Borders again, yeah.
Looking out here to the right side, we see they got the Crest defense under the tent watching film. I know they've got to figure out some things defensively as this game progresses.
White jerseys around him, red and white jerseys.
We see some guys going to the far side now, so they'll send those 3 receivers over to the left side this time, a single receiver here to the right.
They got to get 2 stops. Really, to be honest, they got to get 2 stops in this game.
Absolutely. Husky makes the call. That's still Carson in the backfield with him. Husky takes the snap again. Time to throw. It's going to go underneath.
Yes, sir.
Ball's going to be caught. That's Malachi Addison with the reception. That's going to be enough for another first down. Of course, all those first downs brought to you by CSI Mechanical. 1:24 to go here in the first quarter. This time they'll go 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
The Crest offensive line's been steadily getting better and better every week, and they really come out to play tonight.
They're going to bring Green in motion this time, and we got a flag.
Yeah, I got a little happy with that one. Maybe
we had 2 guys moving at once.
Maybe I shouldn't have said it.
Saddle back it up 5. Make it 1st and 15 here for the Chargers. Again, appreciate you joining us tonight for high school football action right here on WOHS. So 3 over to the left side, 1 over here to the right. Husky takes the snap, looking downfield again. He's going to throw it over the middle. Ball's caught. Trying to tell, that's Vari Green with the catch. Going to take it down to about the 11-yard line. So a first down reception. Great throw by Husky. Great catch by Green.
Oh, somebody said something he didn't like. He's having words in there.
Yeah, so some conversation between 2 teams that know each other really well. So that'll be 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Chargers. They can get a first down without the touchdown. So 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Husky takes the snap. He's going to give it to Aiden Carson to the right side. Carson up the middle to the right and in for the touchdown. Aiden Carson with the touchdown run. That's going to tie it up at 13 now here on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
That was a big play there. I can see it building up. Then they turned that offensive line loose, and they drug them down the field, gave it to Aiden Carson.
And this will be an opportunity here for the Chargers to take the lead for the first time in this game, as Sanchez will attempt the extra point here for the Chargers. 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. There's a snap. Ball is down. The kick is up. And it is true. So 14-13, the Chargers lead. High school football, WestonSales.com broadcast on WOHS.
If you live in a mobile home, or maybe you own a mobile home park, either way, listen up. H&M Industries in Shelby now sells mobile home supplies. They have everything you need. Mobile home windows, mobile home doors,
say so.
vinyl and
No,
more.
I haven't
with
seen
H&M
him.
Industries, you get whole.
Handoff goes to number 7, Ian Moore. Not much for him as he tries to go over the right side of the defense. He's held to a gain of 1.
Yeah, another great play there by number 11, Rangel, Lincolnton. I guess they're just trying to keep him honest here by not just throwing every play.
The way they've been throwing it, why not? I mean, they're 5 of 6 for just ridiculous amount of yards. Sweat takes the snap, rolls right, looks. He's got a receiver, catch is made. It's Hendrickson. He's submarined, but not before getting out to the 43-yard line and another first down. Now he gets up a little bit slowly.
Yeah, again, that's that little combination route with usually it's the inside receivers that are kind of running an underneath pattern towards the corner. Then there'll be one that's sort of medium, maybe 8 to 12 yards, and then they'll take one receiver and clear out. And Sweat just rolls and see whatever's one of the three is open and makes the delivery.
17-yard gain on the play. Another quick pass here. Catch is made. Obregon went up the ladder to get it and then had his legs taken out and flipped to the turf afterwards, and he walked straight to the sideline after that catch. Paid the price for that one.
Yeah, a little bit, I thought maybe a little bit early there from Nehemiah Lynch, but he timed it well, made the play. But again, not after a 6-yard completion.
Yeah, 6 yards, so 2nd and 4. Hand off to Ian Moore. He gets across midfield to the 49. Just a couple yards on that play, so it'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I did notice something a little different there from Lincolnton. We'll see. Of course, Bandy's ran the ball on that play, but they kind of rolled the safety down to the trip side. We'll see if that's something they try to use to cover that little combination route, those routes from Bandy's.
So Obregon comes on late. He's at the top. Pitches to Moore. He's got the first down, and Moore around the right side gets across the 45 to the 43. Good blocking there. There was nobody near him as he went around the corner.
Yeah, I'm wondering if trying to find my tackler there, Green for Lincolnton. I wonder if Bandy's kind of picked up on what I saw, that little rollover from the safety, and they ran the toss to that side.
Well, hold on here.
Is there a penalty that I missed?
I don't see a flag anywhere, but they are marching it off. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Bandy's, so that'll wipe out the gain on that play.
I'm wondering if that was like an illegal substitution because Obregon came out kind of late on that play, but then it should be still 2nd down. It was a 2nd down on that one, so maybe not. Maybe it was something after the play.
No, that'd be 3rd down because it.
Oh, okay. Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. Sweat rolls out. He tries to get around the corner. He scoots out of bounds, gets across the 50, gets about the penalty yardage back, gets to the 48. He's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down.
I don't see 16 Chris Moore coming on to punt.
So gain of 8 there. 3rd and 9 becomes 4th and 1. The ball at the Lincolnton 48-yard line.
Play clock down to 10.
They need to hustle. It's down to 5. They're at the line. And Sweat just keeps it. He fires behind the center. The center clears out enough room, and he'll have a 1st down at the 41-yard line after the 2-yard plunge. Another Turner Hauser Insurance 1st down.
Of course, the clock hasn't started. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Well, because of the moving the chains. So now that they're in place, clock's going. We're inside a minute finally in the 1st quarter. 5 touchdowns already. Still plenty of time, 44 seconds.
Let's see, 5 times 4 is 20, so that's 20 touchdowns we're anticipating.
Oh, Lord. Sweat drops back, no pressure. Finally, someone breaks. He throws down the field. There's nobody there except the Lincolnton player. He picks it off at the 10-yard line. Looks to be number 5. Andrew Phelps. Phelps still has it, gets across the 40, but a flag comes in.
That's going to be a block in the back. Yeah. But obviously during the run back.
Andrew Phelps, who had led the team in interceptions last year, picks off another one. I believe that's his 2nd this season. So the turnover will stand, but we're going to have a penalty against Lincolnton, and they won't have the field position they might have after Phelps' return.
Now, we mentioned if Lincolnton could get some pressure on Sweat, that they got a chance to force some early passes, and that's exactly what happened. Devontae Walker was able to break through the line, put some pressure on Sweat, and
Yeah,
he just kind of heaved it almost like a punt.
Yeah, I mean, that was what I was going to say. It was like he had all kinds of time. He should have seen if there was somebody open, and then once Walker came in, like you said, he just fired that thing down the field. There was nobody for Bandy's near it. I'm not sure what he was trying to do.
I mean, yeah, that was a first down play, was it not? It was right after he ran to get that first down.
Yeah, right after the first down,
so
he took a deep shot.
Yeah, just thrown it away, and
yeah,
had 3 more downs to move the chains.
So Lincolnton will, after the penalty, will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty against the Wolves. And Boss keeps it, breaks through. He's got room again. Boss is so hard, and he's not that big, but he gets in with a lineman and just runs and jukes. It's almost kind of a Barry Sanders run style to him.
Yeah, like I say, I think he kind of hides behind that line of scrimmage a little bit. Again, you said he's not very big, not very tall. He just all of a sudden appears. By that time, he's got up to speed, and he just outruns a lot of the Bandy's linebackers and safeties.
And that's it. Finally, somebody has pulled the plug on the first quarter. After one period of play, it's Bandy's 21, Lincolnton 14. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week.
Can't afford to do that here. North Lincoln 22-0 over North Iredell. They do run it. They get a couple of yards, not a whole lot though.
Actually going to get 4 yards out to the 5, but that's going to make it 2nd down and 7. Nope, just to the 4.
So Kendrick gets the carry. So 3 yards. You know, Kendrick's gotten every carry so far. We have not seen
Hill.
We haven't seen Jeffries. And I don't know if Jeffries injured or not. And there's Kendrick again. He finds a hole. He's at the 25, 30. This is going to be a foot race, and he's winning it. He's at the 30, the 20, and he's going to go into the end zone.
96 yards.
And that's the way to get you out of the shadow of your own end zone, Jeff, is find a hole like that, and then the burst of speed from Kendrick as he goes 96 yards for the John Brown Allstate Insurance touchdown run. His 2nd of the night, and that puts him well over 100 yards as he nearly got that on 1 carry. Thompson in for the PAT. And this one's up, and the Marburger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Shelby point after touchdown's good. Kings Mountain on top 14-0. We'll be right back.
Then that's a good thing. For decades, Boss Realty in Gastonia has seen
with these smaller schools, JB, is you don't always have a lot of reserves to put in players.
No, a lot of players.
What better opportunity would you gonna have to pull that off and not put yourself in that?
Yeah, I sit here thinking the entire time it's gonna be an onside kick. I mean, I was sitting here thinking the entire time.
Sitting here going, walk up, guys, walk up, and
So we talk about a chance to extend a lead, 21-14. The Red Raiders lead.
Talking whoever went 2 scores, whoever go up 2 scores, is it going to break the other one's back? Here's South Point's turn to put Curtis in a chokehold.
And looks like the Red Raiders are going to call timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to high school football right here on WOHS.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for a touchdown of comfort? It's game day, and the team to trust for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs is Settle Heating and Air. For over 25 years, Settle Heating and Air has been the MVP of HVAC services, providing quality solutions to homes and businesses since 1998. So whether you're
delicious Mexican food.
for us. They brought in the Wildcat package. They're the jumbo unit now for Cavaliers.
Indeed, and it's McClellan. He's getting behind some big guys on that offensive line, and he's in for the 2-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, number 11 now has a touchdown catch for the Cavaliers and now a run from the Wildcat position there. Blake McClellan really following up on the game he had last week against Chase. 2 big scores for the Cavaliers so far tonight.
So with 8:59 to go in the second quarter, that's when the second score of the night comes for the Cavaliers, who now extend their lead to 13-6. And coming in for the extra point attempt is number 30, the sophomore, Ian Queen. McClellan will be holding from the center. There's the snap. It's a fake. McClellan's going to go for 2 on the right side. He takes it in, and the young man should have the 2-point conversion. He does.
So a touchdown run, a touchdown catch, and now a 2-point conversion for number 11, Blake McClellan. Doing it all for the Cavaliers so far.
He's standing out. He could be our overall player of the game as McClellan gives them the 2-point conversion. Now on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard with 8:59 to go until halftime, East Rutherford extends their lead. It is now 15-6 over Patton on Downtown Radio. McDonald's is your go-to location for popular food items before or after the big game. Everything from crispy chicken sandwiches to Big Mac hamburger, world-famous French fries, and tasty McCafe beverages.
Back when he was playing, when he's healthy.
They're going to put it on the 20-yard line, so first down, and I expect to see a pretty good dose of Anthony Smith again on this drive, and he has really run the ball well. Going to give you his stat line here in a second. He's got close to 60 yards. I got it written down here in my notes. I'll try to add it up in just a second. But every first down play, I believe Smith has got it. And this one's no different. Up the middle, through a crease. There he goes. And that's what Bessemer City wants to do, get 6 or 7 on first down. And that's exactly what they do there. They get 7.
Good job. I think that's Little John maybe on, or no, that might be Goodson on the tackle there. That's Goodson, yep. Elijah prevented what could have been a bigger gain there. So, like I say, now we got a second and I think 4 or 5 manageable second down for Bessemer City.
59, 60, 67 yards for Anthony Smith unofficially. So Smith getting the job done. I tell you what, he brought his lunch pail today. He's ready to go to work.
Yep.
Chastain in the gun, and now he'll roll out a little speed option, and he is crushed.
Wow.
He is absolutely crushed by, I couldn't tell who it was. 10, my man, Amari Rankin, crushed him for about a 5-yard loss.
That was your guy before the game, player to watch. Showed it right there. Now we got 3rd and 9, 8 or 9 on the play.
So that's going to be number 9 on the carry, correct? For a -5. Did you get him for -5, Joe, or -4? Okay, -4. So that is the first negative play.
Probably been better suited to pitch that ball off there.
Yeah, but you got to be careful of that, too, because that could be a scoop and score. You're not careful there.
Yep.
So it is 3rd down and 7. And 4 down lineman for Burns. A snap a little high. Chastain does a good job. Over the middle. Did he catch it? He did not. And it's going to be incomplete. Looked like Wilson on the defense for Burns. So a quick 3 and out for the Bessemer City Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Camarion Rice open on the inside slant, but put some zip on it, but threw it at his feet. And that'll bring up the punt unit, number 11.
You know what throws him off is a snap might be a pinch high, and that kind of takes his eyes off it just for a second. And Chastain unable to complete that. But, he's a tough kid, Chastain. I tell you what, to get him to throw that ball after Rankin, I know it's Halloween. There's about a gravestone out there. I mean, he nailed him, but he's able to get back up and throw the ball on the next play.
Yeah.
That's a tough kid.
And that's a good job of Rankin for staying with him. He faked the pitch, but didn't bait on that and stay with him for the big loss. So we got number 11, O'Banner in the kick punt for Bessemer City.
So O'Banner, the Irishman, kicks it. And it's a knuckle ball, and it's going to take a Burns bounce, a good Burns bounce, and back to the 43-yard line. So back to the 43, and they were on the 22, so that's a 21-yard punt.
So Burns will have a short field here, looking to gain some more momentum after that last drive.
So Burns will take it on their own 42-yard line.
Give a little shout out, Johnny McNeely. Hope you're recovering well. Thanks as always for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the game.
So first down, Mooney in the gun, and he'll give it. I think it's Norris following a blocker, still on his feet, pulls into it. That's Goodson. I wonder if there's something wrong with Norris.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's not in the game currently. You're right.
What number is Goodson?
I think that's 6, right?
6?
Yep.
So Goodson runs it for 9. And the Burns ground attack. Try to get some numbers added up for you at halftime, but they're approaching about 70, 80 yards on the ground themselves. Mooney in the gun again, second down, very short. Sends Goodson in motion. Will he throw it to him? No, going to go deep again. Man's out there. Warlick's out there, and he catches it for an easy touchdown from 33 yards out. And now it's 20-7 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard.
Identical play call to the last touchdown catch by Surratt. This time, Graham Warlick, like I say again, Mooney puts it right in the breadbasket. Warlick, credit him for getting separation there for the easy score.
So that was a 31-yard touchdown. Did you have it for 31, Joe? 34-yard touchdown.
So Mooney and company looks like they're going to go for 2 again.
So that's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown, and now it's time for the Neal & Cole 2-point conversion. As Mooney's in the gun. Snap is back, and he'll do a little speed option, and there it is, the 2-point conversion. Who got that? Wilson? 4. Wilson with the 2-point conversion. We'll be right back.
It's time to power up. Power up power equipment powered by Vanguard from Elliott Supply Company in Polkville. The van is now on the Skag Tiger Cat and the Skag models. See the Skag Tiger Cat 52-inch more.
But it was just a little overthrown. He jumped up backwards, got a hand on it, and knocked it down.
I think it was Walker again that kind of broke through the line, maybe forced that pass a little bit earlier. I think if he could waited just another split second, then he would have been able to step into that throw a little bit more, put more on it.
3rd and 6, Sweat has it, rolls, throws, almost intercepted. Pass was intended for number 5, Caden Hendrickson. But a nice play there by Tigra Owens. No, is that Owens? No, that's Andrew Phelps again, ball hawking.
Well, that was I think that was number 9.
Was it?
Yeah, those numbers are a little strange.
Yeah, 5 and 9 look an awful lot alike.
9
so
is.
We'll give it to Owens this time.
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, if he would have got that one, there was nothing but green turf in front of him. He would have scored easily.
That was a pick 6 looking to happen. So an incomplete pass there, and Bandy's will be forced to punt. An interception, and now 2 incomplete passes. Not the greatest kick, kind of a wobbly kick that gets across the 50 and trundles its way down to the 42-yard line. So Lincolnton forces a punt from Bandy's, the first of the night.
Yeah, a little momentum change here after that interception from Lincolnton on Bandy's previous set of downs. Now, they got a lot of fight in them, as we mentioned, and I think Coach mentioned it in the pregame talk, that a little bit of a slow start, some turnovers, then they would kind of correct the ship.
Your first time you touch the ball, you go 53 yards to pay dirt. One thing that Kings Mountain did, they did this in the Shelby game too, is they sort of ride it back for several series, and they bring in the fresh guy, because it seemed like the Shelby game, it was Jeffries, then we saw then Hill, and then Kendrick late, and they just keep a fresh running back in there. Thompson in for the PAT. It's good. It's Kings Mountain 21-0 over Forest View here with 3:01 to go, first half. We'll be back after this.
Well, the folks in Cherville and Shelby, I'm sure you remember when the...
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Pat going to work from the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. And on the snap of the ball, guess what? Another BAM LLC penalty flag. Another false start. How many has that been tonight?
That's a lot. Like I said, it must be a point of emphasis for this officiating crew there because they've called, I know, it's been 4 or 5 so far. It seems like already there, batting up there. So now it's going to be first, as you mentioned there, Paul. Looks like about first and 15 now starting this drive off.
That takes them all the way back to their own 12-yard line. They're in a dangerous situation right now. Here's a pitch play. I don't know if I'd do that at the end zone. It works for a short gain. Maybe not. We've got a fumble, and East Rutherford may have the ball again.
They sure do. Look like number 1 there's Jalen Watkins on the front defensive end position, tackling the ball. Can be able to get that ball there for the Cavaliers. So now the Cavaliers back on offense right here deep in Patton territory.
Another fumble, and that is what is destroying Patton in this game right now. They've had some good moments moving the football, but that was mostly in the first quarter. And guess what? Just like that, in the red zone and inside the 15-yard line, back to work. It's to the other Pinkerton. A short run, and looks like no gain on that play this time for Brandon. But the reason I was saying the Pinkertons is because I think it might have been Matthew on defense that came up with that loose football a while ago for the Cavaliers. The Pinkertons are a big part of East Rutherford football, as you know. Here's a pass play, slant play. It may be good for a touchdown. Yes, it is. Great job on that play.
Number 10, Matthew Pinkerton on the catch there for the Cavaliers. Getting to the big play offense for the East Rutherford unit. Big catch there for number 10.
Hey, the Pinkertons are taking care of business in the last few minutes of this game. They were responsible for the defensive fumble recovery. We saw a run from Brandon, and now we see Matthew, the wideout, on a slant pass, the touchdown from his QB, Landon Flynn. And that was a nice one, probably about 12 yards on that touchdown. And East Rutherford is taking over this football game. They were down 6-0 back at the 7:39 mark of the first quarter. They're thinking about going for 2. But before East Rutherford runs the play, the Cavaliers have decided to take a timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to Downtown Radio and the Rutherford County High School Football Clash of the Week on the McDonald's scoreboard. 27-6, East Rutherford.
Triad corrugated.
Guy standing out there, he needed one block. Didn't have any help on that side.
So let's see what the Crest Charger offense can do on this drive. Again, down 35-14 on that No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. They'll see 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Just got to get back in rhythm here. Just go back to doing your thing on offense. And that's what it is. There you go.
Husky's going to give it to Aiden Carson. He's going to drive ahead for a pickup of about 8 or 9.
Was that Aiden? I think that's number 20.
Is that 20? That's Tate. So Tate on the carry. Chris quickly back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to give it to Tate again. Enough for first down yardage for Tate. So it'll be first down for the Chargers. All those first downs brought to you by CSI Mechanical. I think we failed to mention all of our penalties brought to you by Butler Tire and Auto of Kings Mountain, and all the PATs by Settle Heating and Air of Shelby. So Husky has 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. This time Husky's going to give it to Tate again. So Chris trying to run the football a little bit. And I tell you, Will, I think a situation where they want to let that defense get over here and talk a little bit. So, want to run some clock themselves right now. Just let that defense talk. Yeah. So 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Yeah.
Husky looks over the sideline, gets the call. That's Tate still in the backfield with him. Second down. He's going to give it to Tate.
Taking off.
Tate to the 50. And he trips on his own feet. He's going to be.
Carpet monster guy.
He gets it down into South Point territory at the 43-yard line. Chip, did you see the carpet monster grab him by the ankles?
No, I saw him go. I thought he was going for 6 right there. I turned and tried to keep up with him. Next thing I know, he was down on the ground.
So Huskies throws a screen pass out to the right side. No blocking out there. He's going to get a few. And we got a flag coming in way down the field. See what that call is.
Yeah, the football, and I wonder there's a lot of activity going on after that play. I wonder if we didn't
See what the discussion is.
Did you mention activity there on the side? A lot of jawing going on.
Still waiting to get a call from our head official. We see the offense coming over talking to their coaching staff. They continue to talk in front of the Red Raider bench. Not exactly sure what takes so long, Will, to make. You know, either there's a call or there's not a call. I mean,
what is the call?
Personal foul against Crest. Not sure how the back judge that far away. Yeah, don't know what that call was from where he threw it from, but
yeah, I didn't see that. But a personal foul called against Crest.
And that'll put the ball back
going the wrong way
back
again.
in Crest territory to 45. So 1st and 25 here for the Charger offense.
Good thing about that is 1st and 25. They seem to be catching some rhythm going right now. So
the offense back on the field. They'll send Malachi Addison over to the far side. Be 3 receivers here to the left.
You don't want to ever catch one of those penalties, but if you catch it, you do want to catch it on first down.
Yeah, absolutely. Tate still in the backfield with Husky.
I wonder if something wrong with 14.
This time he's going to throw a screen pass out. That pass is caught. That's A.J. Adams. So back to about into South Point territory he goes.
Gets back to the 45.
Yeah, to the 45.
Yeah. So cut that in, maybe cut it in half, just almost in half.
Yeah, about 2nd and 12 here, so a little more than half. So 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Yeah, you asked about Carson. It's about that point in the game, Will, where they kind of sub him out to let it, rest the legs a little bit, let Tate get some carries. So Husky drops back to pass. It's going to be caught by Addison.
Good job. Good job.
That's enough for a first down.
That should have been a flag right there. He was 2 steps out of bounds when they hit him.
So that's a CSI Mechanical first down. And the good thing is, well, it's been a nice long drive here. Your defense has had a chance to meet. Yeah, talk a little bit. See if you can make those changes you need to make here in this game.
Yeah, Chip was saying they was wanting the ends to take that pitch and that fullback, but I see one free man that you don't really need. That's the safety. Walk him down in that hole, and I think the game changes.
Husky looks to pass, looking downfield. He's going to throw it
Touchdown.
deep. He's got a man down there.
Touchdown.
And it is caught for a touchdown. So, big catch there by the Chargers.
So the kids from Crest, was some jaw jacking going on in the end zone, and the kids from Crest went and got their man and walked him back to the sideline.
So was that Addison on the catch?
Yeah.
Number 3.
It's been non-existent tonight. It's about as perfect as you can offensively so far.
So Sanchez will attempt the extra point, and we got a whistle. Stoppage of play.
False start.
So false start against the Chargers. They'll back them up. So far, Crest is dealing with the flag situation.
You can't. You down, so you can't start shooting yourself in the foot.
That's right.
And halftime, you need to have when they come over to the sideline, you need to have a serious talk with them, because we could get the ball back and score again right here. But you got to get rid of these penalties.
So Sanchez ready to attempt the extra point. Kick is up.
Good.
And the kick is no good. So 35-20, Crest leads. Let's go down to Chip for a minute. Chip, how about that catch that we saw there by the Chargers?
15-point Red Raider lead at 35-20 at the 6:06 mark, and of course coming up.
Yes, that was quite impressive. Double covered, got behind him, was able to get his hands on the ball, fight it away from the other defensive back, that was quite impressive. And, Will, I agree with you very much. This is a time the coach, especially as we get head to the end of the first half, the coaches need to calm these guys down. I know this is a big rivalry game. These two teams know each other, but Crest has got to focus on being more disciplined. They've got to show discipline on the field, avoiding the penalties, and also with the jawing back and forth. You're down right now. That jawing's not going to do any good on the scoreboard. So just being focused, disciplined, getting your job done, that's really what we need to see from the second half from the Chargers.
Like South Point don't need any other motivation than that they're playing Crest. So, I wouldn't give him any more motivation.
That is a good question. Dr. Litton wondering why are we kicking off from the 35? Because they marked off the penalty on that extra point, Will.
Oh.
So I'm not exactly sure. So nobody's doing anything about it. And there's going to be a nice return here for the Red Raiders. He's going to break through. We got a flag. And let's see what the flag is. He's going to be knocked down at about the 25-yard line of the Chargers.
Oh, we got an official took a shot. Looked like we got an official down. Is it an official? Is that an official?
So let's see.
I can't see this.
We got a hold. Got a hold against the Red Raiders. That'll back them up after a great return. But regardless of what happens,
somebody's down on the side on Crest's sideline. I can't see who it is as the kids are crowding around it.
I tell you, sometimes you forget, especially on these kickoffs, that you really gotta be aware of what's going on the field.
Yeah, like you said, really can't.
Ball's going to be back in the 34.
Tell who it may be. It'll mark the ball back to the 34.
One of the
officials. It was one of the officials. He looks like he's up and okay. So tell you what, that's a tough situation to be in when it's live action going on out there and things going on around you. So he looks like he's going to be okay and ready to continue as the officials head back to their positions. Red Raiders lined up and they're ready to go on offense. 35-20, Crest leads. Crest has got to find a stop here defensively.
And get a stop here before half and get the ball back and let your offense go in for a score.
Yeah.
The game ain't that bad coming out at halftime, and you get the ball at halftime.
Absolutely. So we'll see what the Red Raiders are going to do again. Crest jumps, but they don't break the goal line.
Don't break the plane. So
you don't break that line, so
as long as you don't break the plane, you good.
Blee's going to give it to the fullback. Good job by the middle of the Crest defense.
Got some hands on the fullback that time.
Again, see Cam Anderson in. One of those guys on the tackle, so maybe a yard here. So 2nd and 9 now. As the Red Raiders will bring it back to the line of scrimmage.
They give him 2 on that play. Look like they gave him 2 on that play.
So no hurry here. They let the play clock run down to the Red Raiders.
That's their strategy for the rest of the game is just take all the air out of the ball.
And this time Blee's going to keep it. And this time the Chargers are able to bring him down in the backfield. Looks like Cam Anderson again, one of those guys in there. This is a huge play here, Will, for this Crest defense.
Got to get a stop here. Got to get a stop here, get the offense the ball back. I think that Crest's offense can score enough to come back in this game, but they just got to have the opportunities. But the defense had, again, the Crest defense has to get 3 stops now to get back in this game.
So Blee has receiver left and right. Puts a man in motion. Blee's going to look to throw, looking downfield. And it's going to skip in there, incomplete. So the ball incomplete, going to bring up 4th and long here for the Red Raiders. Got to believe that'll send the punt team onto the field. So a big defensive stand here by the Chargers as they try to get the ball back for their offense.
Okay, 2 things they did with that incompletion. First thing, they stopped the clock. Second thing, Crest got to stop. First thing, Crest got to stop. Second thing, they stopped the clock, so they can't bleed the clock out on this kick. So that gives Crest more time to score on this.
And South Point has shown, Will, they're not afraid to do some little trickery in these punt formations over the years. But they are going to get it out of there. Nice high punt here.
Clear.
And let's see, Green's going to let it hit, and the Red Raiders are going to grab it, and it's going to be down.
It took a Crest hop and came back.
Chip, what do we want to see out of the Chargers on this drive?
So Crest, 4:09 to go. I believe they've got all 3 timeouts, down 35-20 to the Red Raiders.
Well, Will touched on it, and I couldn't agree with him more. You got 4 minutes to go here, plenty of time to score and keep your defense off the field. Your defense looked great that last drive. They had time to rest. They had time to regroup. They looked fresh. Were able to get penetration. So I want to see this offense be on the field a little bit longer and see if they can chew up some time and some yardage here before the half ends.
So Husky takes the snap, dropping back to pass, looking downfield.
Oh, yeah.
He's going deep. He's got a man down there. That's A.J. Adams. And Adams makes the catch as he'll be down at about the 30-yard line.
He made it to the 30.
What a pass by Husky.
That's a lot of it's getting a little chippy out there. That's a lot of talking after the play is done. So I think the battle is between the DBs of South Point, and I think that's where all the jaw jacking is coming from. And I don't see that happening with the linemen. I think it's the DBs and the receivers.
This time he's going to give it to Tate. Tate right in the middle of the field. Tate up the middle. He's going to fight his way down to about the 6-yard line. What a run there by Quashawn Tate as the Chargers are trying to work their way back into this game.
One-possession game if they can get in first.
So Husky ready, quickly back to the line of scrimmage, sends 3 receivers over to the right side. He's going to give it to Tate again, and Tate's heading into the end zone. So the Chargers score to make it 26-35 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard of Cherryville.
That was big. They done it in. If they do that in less than a minute?
Yes.
They did that in less than a minute. It's 3:24. Now, can they defense come back and get another stop and give you a chance to get this just a little bit closer before you get the ball before half? You need one more stop out of the defense.
It looks like it's maybe Greer in to attempt this extra point here for the Chargers as he marks it off 35-26. Extra point upcoming. Kick is up.
It's good.
And the kick is good. So 35-27, the Red Raiders lead. You're listening to high school football right here on WOHS, WestonSales.com broadcast.
Triad Corrugated Metal in Lincoln is this area's headquarters for premium metal.
53 yards and a touchdown, and Cannonzolo has 2 carries for 0 yards. So 12 carries for 208 yards for
Patton, 27-6. And even though it's 4th down from the 2-yard line, East Rutherford could add another touchdown and extend that lead even more before the halftime break. That remains to be seen. As for the home crowd here, their team got off to a good start tonight. They led 6-0 with just over 7 minutes to go in the first quarter before East Rutherford finally got something going with 2 minutes to go in that first quarter. And there's been no looking back since. Patton is also getting ready for homecoming, which will take place at halftime. As for us, we'll present the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County halftime show. Can't wait to hear the latest scores being provided to us. JB will go over that. We'll go back over the scoring summary and other details about this game. So here we go out of the timeout from the 2-yard line. Pinkerton again, and this time there's no doubt about it. He runs off the left side behind his blockers. He's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was just a massive hole on the left-hand side created by the East offensive line there. So good job by them creating that hole and getting East Rutherford 6 and maybe tacking on another 1 or 2 points coming up depending on what East Rutherford decides to do right here on this conversion attempt.
49 seconds on the clock to go in the second quarter. And Pinkerton, as much as he's done in this game tonight, that was actually his first touchdown run. His brother had a touchdown reception while ago. A 2-point conversion pass is good. McClellan catching it. Great job. And they extend this lead a little bit more on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard. 35-6. East Rutherford now leads Patton on the Rutherford County High School Football Game of the Week, of course, from Downtown Radio.
75 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
So Crest defense came out the last series they was on the field. They touched everybody in the backfield. They made sure they wrapped up the quarterback, and they made sure they wrapped up the fullback. So I think that's the key. If they keep doing that, I think they're going to be in good position. They know pitch man.
Yeah, that time it was the pitch man that got the ball. And he's going to be, it looks like it's going to be a first down. It's going to be close. Yep, first down.
First down. He got out of bounds, stop the clock, but you really need a stop here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they got to let the pitch man get loose. And like you said, Will, that's got to be somebody's assignment. Somebody's man. You got to get him.
This ain't the first time you've seen this offense, so somebody had to be working on whose assignment was the pitch man all week. Somebody's missing their assignment.
Ball's on the ground, but Blee picks it up.
How's that not a penalty, Andy?
But it's dropped deep, dropped for a loss. But again, the Red Raiders put the ball on the ground, Will, and fortunate to get it back.
Fortunate to get it back. Good play by the defense, not stopping and watching. They kept moving forward. They got to stop there.
Back to their own 39. 2:48 to go.
So the clock.
They definitely bleeding that clock. So
clock continues to run.
What Chris don't want is the clock to run right now.
Yeah, absolutely. See if the Chargers can get a stop here. They may call a timeout if they can. Let's see.
Oh, the pitch. Somebody's man.
Fullback. And he's nice run, but he's going to get about to the 50. So a big game, third and manageable. I think if Crest had stopped him deeper, Will, they may call that timeout. But with picking up that much yardage, I think you're okay to let the clock run right now. So let's see if Crest can make a stop here.
Are they gonna let it run? Or they gonna? This is the stop they got to have.
Absolutely. So 3rd and 6.
This is definitely the stop they got to have. Watch this tight end off the end.
We got a flag.
Get back. It's the get back.
Old sideline. The old sideline warning.
Where's the get back coach at? It's supposed to be a get back coach on the sideline.
So they'll get the sideline warning. We'll chill out for a minute. That'll let the clock run a little bit more. It resets the play clock. What a mess that is. So clock down to 1:28, 28 seconds on the play clock.
I thought they stopped the clock on that. They restarted it. Okay.
So Blee's going to be back under center. They're down. Bring a man in motion. Blee's looking to pass. Going to be quick over the middle, and ball hits the ground. So he was open, Will. Chargers very fortunate right there. Let's see what the Red Raiders decide to do here. I think they're going to bring
I thought he was throwing the ball, but I thought he was throwing it the other way when he let it go. I thought I was like, oh no, we got a man there. That's an interception. But no, he threw it to the middle of the field. And we had a man there, but he wasn't even looking for the ball.
Absolutely. So that's going to bring the punt unit on. Green deep for the Chargers.
We scored with less than a minute on the last one.
So a minute 6.
Keep your eye on them. So they
3 on the play clock. 2, 1, 0.
They won't get the playoff. Play clock is expired.
And they was going to run a fake.
I had a feeling that we may have seen a fake there.
And it is delay a game against the Red Raiders. Yeah, they were going to run that fake.
And they ran it anyway. So we know what they're going to do now.
They knew what was coming.
So now you change what you do.
Yeah, I got to think now if you're the Red Raiders, you put that thing out of here now. But we'll see. You never know with this group.
Hey, listen, they coming back.
So the Red Raiders again this time. Yeah, they're going to punt it out of there. Good high kick.
It's going to backspin, get out of the way.
And the Red Raiders are going to down it at the 25-yard line. So the Crest offense will come on to the field. So a big change of possession here. 58 seconds.
That's the second stop.
So let's see what the so yeah, like you said, Will, back-to-back stops here by the Crest defense.
Just got to figure out a way to get them stopped. Now that it's not new. Now that you see you see it again.
And you take this into halftime with you as well. You know, you can say, here, look, here's what was working. Let's continue.
Right.
Huskies looking downfield.
And he's going
to go deep.
He's got,
and ball tipped away. Good job there by the South Point Red Raider defense. Double coverage on Adams.
If he could have got it out, he had a step on him. If he could have got the ball over the top just a little bit more, I think he's still running.
So that brings up second down here for the Chargers. And I think, Will, they still have all 3 timeouts, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Well, I wouldn't take them to the house. Because you can't, they don't carry over.
They ain't giving free biscuits away for any extra timeouts tonight. So Husky back in the backfield. He's going to give the ball to Tate this time. And the Chargers will call timeout there. But let's go down. Chip, what are we thinking here? These final last 46 seconds. What are you expecting now, the Chargers?
Surprise them on the run, but
Timeout sponsored by CSI Mechanical, the best
46 seconds to go.
Well, this game, the second quarter has been about everything, a whole game squeezed into one quarter. Kind of reminds me of the AFC playoff game a few years ago when the Chiefs won their first Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes, when the Texans got up 20. I think it was the Texans got up 28-0 on them. And then before the end of the half, the Chiefs have come back and taken the lead.
Right.
That's kind of what South Point has done to Crest here early, got the early lead. Now Crest trying to see if they can squeeze back and get a tie before the end of the half. Love to see, don't know if they want to quite give up on this drive yet. They've still got a good opportunity here. They've been moving the ball well the second part of this quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, or about 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 left. So we'll see what they've got drawn up here. They've been able to move the ball on the ground and in the air. So the defense has got to be on their toes for both.
So Crest to bring their offense back out onto the field. That'll be Husky. Will send 3 receivers over to the right side, single receiver to the left. I think that's still Tate in the backfield with Husky. Husky ready. Tate claps, take the snap. Looking downfield, there comes some pressure there. And we got a flag. That'll be on the Red Raiders, so a free play here. And he is going to throw it. It is going to be complete. And we got another flag on the field. We'll see what that one is.
After the play, Husky definitely had his face mask grabbed. But another penalty came as Husky Andy was getting shoved to the South Point sideline. I hope he's all right. Let's see what the call is.
See what the call is here.
He got lineman downfield.
Oh, man.
And then we got lineman downfield on the Chargers.
Man downfield against the Chargers, so that'll be offsetting.
So offsetting penalties there.
So when your quarterback starts that motion like he's going to go, those big guys has been waiting to release. They looking for somebody to go smash at that point. They ain't ready to go hit somebody.
That is still one of my least favorite rules in football is the illegal man downfield. Let the guys get down the field and block. So the Chargers bring it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here comes the official into the middle of the field to slow things down for some reason.
Why did they still start the game?
So Husky's going to look downfield.
Oh, good block.
And that's going to be Addison in the middle of the field. And the Chargers are going to want to call timeout.
Timeout. Call it. Call it. Call it.
So 14 seconds left here in the quarter. They mark him at the 50-yard line, so the Chargers call timeout. We'll take it with them. You listen to high school football, WHS.
Thinking about buying or selling land in Western North Carolina?
Basically killed the clock. Bessemer City is going to be getting the the Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff, but 4 numbers bookkeeping touchdowns after, in 3 straight. After they were down 7-6, that's a great response by the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Like I say, the Anthony Smith came out first couple plays of the game.
Lincolnton and Bandy's in controversy late in the first half. His craziness abounds. Boss back to pass. He's just firing one downfield. He's got a receiver, but he's out of bounds. His left foot was out of bounds. The pass was caught by Khalil Yarborough, but his left foot was on the white line.
I thought maybe his right foot was in, but again, no video review in high
From the
school.
defense, they need their offense
So
to come
that'll
down and
make it
score
4.
behind those 2 stops. Now, are they going to get a touchdown with 14 seconds? Don't know, but will they get it in position to score? We could get it in position to score right here.
So the Red Raiders have a bunch of guys deep. It's like they're only going to rush 3. And that's what they'll do. Husky's actually going to run a draw play, and he's going to be dropped, and it'll be another timeout for the Chargers. So we'll take it with them. Down to 9 seconds, listening to high school football. WestEndSales.com broadcast, WHS.
First down, unbelievable.
Number 8?
No, looks like 3. That would be Nehemiah Lynch, who's caught all the passes tonight.
I think that is number 8. Sorry. I'm
Oh, it
going to
is?
correct you there. It was Antonio Wilson.
Oh, it was 8. Okay, I'll take your word for it. So they get the ball down to the 12-yard line. So that was a gain of 37. They needed 36. So pass is caught by number 8. Antonio Wilson, one of 4 wide receivers they had over on the right side of the formation. They flooded that side. You can't cover them all, I guess.
Yeah, just a little rollout from Boss there. I mean, almost like basically a Hail Mary here towards the end of the first half. And he was able to get that first down. Unbelievable.
Now that is a Turner Hauser Insurance first down.
Well, no timeouts left.
Yep, out of timeouts. First down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Andrew Phelps trying to fire up the crowd. 3 wide receivers now to the left. 2, 3, and 8 is across the formation there. Boss back to pass. He's in the backfield. He throws, and it's caught in the corner of the end zone. Caught again by Antonio Wilson. So a touchdown late in the half here. And no flags on the play. Just making sure.
Yeah, you mentioned 2, 3, and 8 in that order. So 8 was basically the slot.
All right here, WHS.
Get ready.
By Lincolnton on that play.
So with 15 seconds left in a half, Lincolnton scores. Extra point coming up. Kick is up, and it's good. So 15 seconds to go on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Lincolnton 35, Bandy's 29. We got another whole half of this coming. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week.
You can book your tee times online at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden. Just go online at glenoaksgolf.com. Pick out your tee time and book it. Check out their pro shop, snack bar, driving range, and banquet hall. And memberships are available. For more information, call 828-428.
So time for one more play. Crest will receive the second half kickoff.
This would be one of them.
Now this is going to be the last play of the game, barring no defensive foul.
Absolutely. So Husky's going to send 2 receivers to the right side, 2 to the left. Looks like South Point's going to rush 3. They start to walk up a linebacker. Yeah, here comes the linebacker. He's going to swing it out to Adams. And Adams continues to fight for yards and going to be down. So that'll be the last play of the half as the Chargers lead 35-27. And as we're headed to the half, Chip, what are your thoughts right now on this game?
I'd like to introduce the Charger cheerleaders before we do the drawing. Audrey Ariel, James Taylor.
If I'm the Crest Chargers, I'm ecstatic right now with how this looked early on in the second quarter. To walk in and only be down 8 points, I mean, you've got to be encouraged, like what you see, and you see the formula. Keep just don't keep your defense on the field the entire game, and try to give your offense a chance to move the ball and give the defense a chance to rest. And you can stop South Point. So I like their chances. They seem to have gotten a good flow there at the end of the quarter.
All right, folks, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be on our halftime show brought to you by, I look at all my notes here, Stadium Post. The halftime show brought to you by Carter Chevrolet. And we'll take a look at some action as well from around the area. 35-27, the Reds Raiders lead. You're listening to High School Football, WestEndSales.com broadcast on WOHS.
To turn that on, everybody's not hearing me there. Shelby's barely up. All right, so for the folks online, there's your scores for tonight. Welcome to the Red Zone Radio Show. I'm Kevin Hastings. Dennis Davis in the house. Zach Mayhew's here. Steve Greer will be here soon eating the cheeseburger. Shelby's over, and we've got games that are just at halftime. So Shelby got that game over quick. And the Golden Lions, Steve Greer join us here in a little bit. He'll be eating a lot of burgers before Will even leaves Bowling Springs. But we're going to go through some highlights here in just a few moments as soon as I can get all that going. Let's see. I'll pull this one up, and we'll go here, and we'll go here. All right, so folks, one of our highlights are we've got announcers or reporters out at some of the games, tweeting the scores on KTC Broadcasting, KTC Sports, and at What's Up Shopper. So if you want to follow along on that, best way, of course, is to, like I said, you can get on Twitter. You can get on Facebook. Facebook's, we got all our links, all our scores and everything's on the Twitter tonight and all of our other stuff. So that's where you'll go for that. Let's find us some highlights first. We've got highlights of Bandy's and Lincoln. We've got highlights of Burns and Bessemer. And then we also have highlights of Kings Mountain and Forest View, and then I don't have anything for Patton and them, and then we'll have some Crest South Point provided to us by Shannon. So we're going to start with our highlights that we have. Let's go back up. Burns at Bessemer City tonight. Let's see if I can make this bigger for the folks at home so they can see the nice, beautiful pictures as well. Thanks you guys for tuning in tonight. The postgame show will begin at 10. We'll have all the final scores and whatnot from there. All right, so this is let's see if we get some sound on. Yes, we can. All right, this is let's see, Bandy's tying the score 7-7. Looks like I must have missed the first one. Quarterback Kareem, but a wide open wide receiver just hanging around back there in no man's land. Let's see, is that the first one? I guess so. Burns and Bessemer City. This is the Bulldogs entering the field. Well, they're taking their time to run through this banner. We'll know next time. So the first 29 seconds or nothing. Here's the Bulldogs onto the field. There's that play we just showed. All right, this is Burns scores first, but stops on a 2-point stopped on the 2-point conversion. Now, Burns not kicking, remember? So they're doing the old 2-point on everything. Just folks wondering at home how that works. There's the touchdown, and it goes up 6-0 on the Yellow Jackets. All right, just made it Bandy's 14-7. Another good pass. Bandy's quarterback slinging it tonight.
Got pretty good on.
14. I don't know. Jock's got the I guess that was 14-0. Bandy's was leading because this made it 14-7. Linking it on the keeper, and we're off now. Nice little move, shake and bake, and he's gone from the 30, 20, 10 touchdown. Lincoln, that made it 14-7. Now I've got her notes right, I understand what's going on. It's 20-7 now. Bandy's on this carry. Up the middle. Lincoln got a new scoreboard, too. And then Dennis, you know, if you do go over there and watch, if you ever go to Lincoln game, you have to sit over and listen to that that wolf that howls like
it's dying.
Well, that's what everybody says, and nobody's ever get like you can get like a good sounding wolf howl somewhere, I'm sure, but they had one point they had one sound like a coyote call.
It sounds like it's dying.
That's what everybody says. Like, who shot that wolf? But the wolves
the speed on that boy.
He gone.
Good run.
We'll get those numbers on those trucks here in just a little bit. But that made it 21-14. Bandy's as the Lincoln cut the lead.
Look at that.
Well, that's the same kid that just ran the other one, isn't it?
Was that a different touchdown?
Yeah, that's a different touchdown.
Oh, wow. I thought it was the same one.
No, I mean, there was two long ones.
Yeah.
One went to the left side, and the other went to the right. This is number 7.
I'll have to ask my buddy that helps coach the team who number 7.
That's Andre Bose, the quarterback.
Oh, okay. Number 7.
So I'm going to see if that's who.
Player,
I'm going to see if that's who scored the first one. Then. Bose, the quarterback. I'm pretty sure Bose keeps this one because I don't remember that 20 moving like we just saw him.
Yeah, that's him. Yep.
So first two touchdowns there for Bose. Hey, how about over at Kings Mountain? Well, the Mountaineers going up 7-0. They lead 21-0 right now. Punching it in from short yards distance. Here's the Burns quarterback 40-yard touchdown. Look at that foul. Look at that line there. There's Zach.
Dropped it in the bucket.
No. Look at the out of bounds marker line.
Maybe that's why the referee had a hard time seeing it.
He couldn't tell if that kid was in. Besmer's score is going to be the most unbelievable score of the night, you guys. Yes, this is at Besmer. So I don't know what.
No comment, Kevin.
Somebody was sipping on the moonshine while they was drawing the lines. Like I don't even know what to think. It's been an embarrassment at Besmer tonight. I'm gonna put it that way. Burns goes deep with another 40-yard touchdown. This one we saw a few minutes ago. Look at the whole lines. You can see the whole. Well, what's the sideline out of bounds line, y'all? When they show this pass, don't look at anything else. Look at the right corner of the screen. Look. The whole way down, it's like that. I bet the Burns folks are laughing about how bad those lines are. Kings Mountain 21-0 over Farsview right now. This made it 21-0. He gone. Oh, a little shove in the back before he got there. Nice little slide. Is this the new tent? Now, Dennis, I haven't been over there since is this a new entrance for the Mountaineers right here?
It has to be. It wasn't out there last year.
It must be.
Because the Mountaineer
that's on the visitor side. You see that little concession stand up there? Mm-hmm. That's the visitor side. So evidently.
No. That's the baseball.
Oh.
That's the baseball press box.
Okay, baseball press box.
So here's what they've done in the past. In the past, they've went back here in the woods.
Yeah, and came out that way.
But I think when they redid all the tennis courts and everything, they redid all that, and they can't get back there maybe now. So they've put the Mountaineer man up top here. Yeah. And the players now enter down there. I don't know what this black area is, if they got a tarp or something to keep them from slipping and what, but that's a pretty good hill to come down. But nice little neat little thing. My son has went through the Mountaineer man during the game when they leave him up and went over and danced. And I've got some video and pictures of him, but he had a good time with that.
I did a homecoming game last year, and that wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that. So that's this year.
No, that's new. Like you said, that's the baseball
press box. That white
press box building up there.
There's the bathrooms.
That's the new concession deck there, if you will.
Hey, and if you look real hard, back here in the back is Brent Pascoe and Jeff Jones.
Yeah. At least they let them in the field, the press box.
Yeah, well, they can see. All right, this made it 21-all over at Lincoln. Boss this time's going to throw it, finds a receiver in the end zone for the touchdown, 21-21. How about Lincoln taking the lead now? This made it 28-21. And then, folks, I have no idea what's about to happen on these plays, so you're going to be just surprised as. How about Boss up the middle again? Somebody's not doing anything in the middle.
They need to put a spy on him.
Well, that's what I was about to say. If there's a spy, he's not doing his job. Well, he's spying him run to the end zone is what he's doing. Burns scores quarterback keeper. This made it 28-7. I guess I'm going to have to post the Burns touchdown. I got a phone call from someone. I'll have to call Shannon back here in a minute. All right, I'm going to put the scores up for a minute as we go. Well, let's see what we got. No. Well, is that audio? Where did they go? We got some.
You like that band music?
Well, that's what I was thinking I might have here, but the video's not wanting to play. So, all right, we'll go up. This made it 29-28 Bandies. Way to power into the end zone, son. And then Lincoln goes up, and they go up 35-29. So it's a barn burner over to Lincoln right now. Dave and them's having a pretty good broadcast. Well, whatever the records are, it don't matter in this game. Another touchdown from Boss. He's having him a night. 5 touchdowns right there. How about Kings Mountain up now 28-0 over Forest U? Before the broadcast, Dennis, I don't know if you were listening, but I was like walking up down the hall listening to Jeff and them.
Well, what can you say when it's 72-0?
It's only 28-0.
Yeah.
So, well, anyway, I was listening to Jeff. They're at the Kings Mountain game. So Jeff and Brent's talking about this game, and before the game, and Jeff says, Varsity marches down the field, and then they don't score. They almost scored to start the game. Jeff said, well, I'd have had in my notes, based on based on everything that's happened, that I wasn't sure that they were going to get a first down tonight. That was Jeff's scouting report on the Varsity Jaguars tonight. So hasn't looked good. It's only 28-0 right now. So hopefully it won't get too bad over there. But that was the early thought on that, was that we just hope they don't they may get a first down tonight. So not good for varsity football in that sense. All right, Zach, I'm gonna let you read through some scores real quick while I get some stuff set up.
Okay. The Burns Bulldogs right now lead Bishop City Yellow Jackets 28-7. South Point Red Raiders 35-27 over the Crest Chargers. Kings Mountain Mountaineers 21-0 over the Forest View Jaguars. Lincoln Wolves 35-29 over Bandies. East Rutherford Cavaliers 35-6 over Patton Panthers. This is the final. Shelby Golden Lions 72-0 over Highland Tech Rams. We got the Carver Yellow Jackets 20-14 over Community School of Davison. Mountain Island Raptors 22-0 over Winston-Salem Prep Phoenix. We have the Christ the King Crusaders 30-26 over Pine Lake Prep Pride. We also have Polk County Wolverines 28-0 over RS Central Hilltoppers. East Burke Cavaliers 13-8 over Newton Conover Red Devils. West Lincoln Rebels 15-13 at halftime over the Bunker Hill Bears. That's a tongue twister. East Gaston Warriors 21-3 over Thomas Jefferson Griffins. Pisgah Bears 21-0 over Franklin Panthers. Elkin Elks 14-7 over Forbush. The Bucking Elks, yeah.
Don't say that too fast.
Starmount 35-3. They're making a comeback this week from the Mount Airy game last week. 35-3 over North Stokes Vikings. We have 24-0 Robbinsville Black Knights over Cherokee Braves. In our last column, we have the baseball score. We got the West Iredell Warriors 7-2 over East Lincoln Mustangs. I believe that one's at the half.
It's not an ending.
No,
it's a half.
I think it's at the half. So 32-0. North Lincoln Knights over North Iredell Raiders. Hunter Huss might get another win this week. 21-0 over the Kramer Storm. No score on the Hickory Red Tornadoes yet. If anybody's got that, shoot it in to us so we can get that in there. We got Fort Tigers 8-8 with Statesville Greyhounds. Ashbrook Green Wave 21-7 over North Gaston Knights Wildcats. We have the Roberson Rams 48-7 over the Inca Jets. Look like Inca's going to take another L this week.
Yeah.
AC Reynolds look like they're going to get a win this week. They're up 14-0 over Asheville Cougars. McDowell Titans 30-22 over North Buncombe Blackhawks. Ty Gaiman Ashe County Huskies with the Alexander Central Cougars. And then the Freedom Patriots 21-7 over High Brighton Panthers. That's our scores at this point right now, Dennis.
Well, I have a culinary question.
All right.
If there's anybody out there that's an exotic chef or cook, could you tell me what kind of sauce you put on crow when you're fixing to have to eat it?
What, are you going to eat some crow tonight, Dennis?
Well, that Crest South Point game. I said if South Point takes these long drives, and it'll be a close game. But if Crest can throw the ball down the field, they can blow them out. Well, right now, I don't know what's happened. People accuse Coach Sosby of just trying to outscore everybody. Well, that's good when you're outscoring them. Right now, Crest is, as we said earlier in the pregame show, they're playing Matador defense, but they're not scoring. And the quick strikes came to South Point. South Point, 6-minute drive with the opening kickoff, scored a touchdown. Crest came right back. 30 seconds later, it's 7-7. But then South Point gets it back, and they go for another touchdown. And apparently another and another and another. And I'm going, wait a minute, what's going on with the defense over there? You at least have some fundamental type of defense to slow them down. South Point scoring faster than Crest is. So some of you folks at the game or some of you folks tuned into that, let me know how can we rescue the Crest defense in the second half.
Yeah, they're going to have to get it figured out for the playoffs start for sure, because they're going to run into some teams that can score like them and might have a little bit better defense. So that could be a problem.
Yeah.
One thing I see on the scoreboard we have tonight is there's some big Lincoln County games that's actually happening in the area. The West Lincoln Bunker Hill game is a huge game. Lincolnton and Bandy's is a huge game for these conference games and trying to stay in it. Lincolnton, they started off the season really, really slowly, made some mistakes. It seems like they might be getting a little bit back on track. These four teams, that West Lincoln, that Bandy's, that Lincolnton, and I believe it was Maiden, those four teams last year were right there in the midst of it. So,
and to Terry's cousin who called me after the pregame show was over, I had picked Bunker Hill by a slight margin over West.
I seen that. I pulled your scores up a minute ago and didn't get to listen on the way in. So,
well, I had predicted a close game there. I had
34-28 maybe or something.
34-41 for Bunker Hill. It's right now 15-13. West Lincoln ahead. So the game's not over. Bunker Hill could come back, but Terry Reinhardt and his cousin Terry definitely are pulling for West Lincoln, and they just called to tell me sort of how little I know about West Lincoln.
A friend of mine, he usually keeps it updated pretty good. He's a local fan and watches West. He usually posts when either score happens. He's still got it 15-13, so could be start of the third quarter by now. Maybe nobody's scored yet, but they are a tight one up there in Bunker Hill tonight. Ashbrook up over North Gaston in the area. Another game, Hunter Husk. They went and they beat South Point last week. Which that surprised me that the score is with Crest this week. But Hunter Husk might get them another win tonight. And then East Lincoln's continuing to struggle.
Well, I don't know. Going back to some of these games, when you are playing very well, sometimes there's a trap game. South Point should not be a trap game for anybody.
No, keep them
they are too good and too challenging and too methodical. What I don't understand is how quickly they're scoring, because their history and their background is we grind it out. We slow the game down, and we take it easy. Evidently, Blee, the quarterback, is running the ball and throwing the ball, and apparently – I hate to say it, but there doesn't appear to be much defense to try to stop that.
Yeah. And kudos to Philip Russ up there in East Rutherford. They're going to get another win. They're up 35-6.
Well, that's surprising, too, that they were able to get 35. Evidently, there must be some coaching going on up there.
Yeah, he's got that. That's big for that school up there and the community. So I'm happy for them. Congratulations. Looks like they're going to put another win on the board. I think that's 3 for the season for them, 3 wins. So congratulations to those guys if they hold that win or that lead right now. East Gaston looks like they're going to continue on with their undefeated, which they was playing Thomas Jefferson. That was to be seen probably, but East Gaston looks like they're going to continue on with their winning ways tonight. So that's going to make that conference again, that 1A, 2A conference. That's going to be a very interesting coming down to the wire when these teams start playing each other.
Well, and you look there at that particular game there with Newton Conover and East Burke, and Newton Conover is losing 8-13. That could turn back around with a touchdown.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Newton Conover's got a win this season. They've been in the games.
Yeah,
but they hadn't went over. I think we talked about it last week. Maybe they had a coaching regime change in the last couple of years and their team doesn't look like it did under the last coach, possibly.
That's a possibility, too. That Lincolnton score is a little surprising. We call both those teams were pretty good. We thought evenly matched, and the score indicates that. I mean, 35-29. That's pretty close. It's sort of parallels what's going on in that South Point Crest game. Where
the quarterback for Lincoln, Kevin said his name's Bost, I think he said. He has 3 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns for what it looked like. So he's having himself a whopper of a game in Lincoln. Lincoln hosting Bandies with that new field down there. It looks excellent on the screen here. So,
well, Zach, that's what we're finding out. It's high school football. These are high school kids. And while they may have done something in the past, it's what's happening tonight that's unpredictable sometimes. And I think I see 2 games there where we can rate a little bit of, what's going on here?
Yep, and another one up on the board here is Statesville and Ford Tigers. Ford Tigers staying in there with Statesville, 8-8.
Ah, who knew?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought Statesville would probably been up. Okay. I was thinking Statesville would be up, at least by a couple touchdowns at this point. So
yeah, with their speed and everything, we figured they would stretch it on out.
We kind of gauged them a little bit against East Lincoln, and I'm not thinking that East team. I watched them, didn't think they were as bad as this, but definitely not as bad as last week's game. So I don't know what's going on up there. Maybe they ain't just where they need to be right now.
Well, I thought we considered that East Lincoln is the defending state champs, but they really had not played tough teams until they got to Hickory.
Yeah,
and we know what happened there.
Yeah.
And West, Iredale, probably similar to that. And normally you would think that East Lincoln would walk all over them. And I think in that one I had West Iredale winning that one like 34-28. Little do I know, it's 7-2.
It's a baseball score, but
like I said, with these kids, sometimes you just,
Yeah, and momentum has a lot to factor into these games. A lot like college football. When that tide swings, it can affect you in the games. Don't know what's going on. That was an early score. It actually started out 2-0 with East Lincoln going up. What happened was what I understand, West Iredale actually got an interception on like the 1 yard line, and then got a safety. East Lincoln come in and got the safety on them right after that. So big interception for the end zone, get the ball on the 1, get sacked in the end zone and get down 2-0.
Well, I started to say, was it a sack in the end zone, or is that one of those funny little rules where, if the ball goes out of your possession, on the out of bounds line, then the other team gets 2 points.
Yeah. So, but again, we got a baseball score up in West Iredale. That's where East Lincoln's going to today. And too, talking about East Lincoln, they are the defending state champions. So when that happens, you're always going to be on somebody's radar.
Oh, everybody's got you on the
right.
Let's circle this game right here. We're playing the defending state champions.
Yep. So let's make a statement. Let's give them our best effort, and that's what they're going to deal with all year. They got some good players on the team. They're not as stacked as they were last year in some of their skill position with the speed and stuff like that. So interested to find a score out on that Hickory Red Tornadoes. I'm gonna pull up here in a minute, see if I can go through some of the scores. I'd like to see how Hickory Red Tornadoes doing against St. Stephen's. We know Hickory is undefeated, and they're I'm not sure if they're on number 1 on our power poll, but they're very top. They are number 1. Kevin shaking his head. Yes, I knew they were close.
Well, AC Reynolds and Asheville. I thought that would be close.
A little closer on that one. AC Reynolds, I believe they beat the Inca Jets last week. We were talking about that with the Rockets and the Jets. So it looks like AC Reynolds might come out with another win. I'm surprised Asheville hadn't put any points on the board yet. So we'll be digging through some more scores when we get off the red zone tonight. We'll be updating this board for you a little bit, and then Kevin and you guys will be ready for the post game very shortly when the games get ended, right, Kevin?
All right. Yep. And I think we're going to send it back out to some field now. The halftime games and everything's picking up, folks. So we're going to send it back out to the field for some more football here on the Red Zone.
seconds, but only 13 on the play clock, so in no big hurry. Play clock down to 8, gets his line down. Blee's going to keep it around the left side, and he's going in for the touchdown.
Yeah, nobody looked for him at all, Andy.
So that'll put the Red Raiders down 42-41 with the extra point coming up here.
The couple of players that were assigned him never were in position. And
So they're going to bring out Burt Whistle here to attempt the extra point here for the Red Raiders. We have seen Chris block one here in this game.
Oh, my Lord Jesus.
And we're going to see Chris jump off sides again. So got to believe the Red Raiders will go for 2 here. Will not be surprised to see that offense go back out there. Let's see what the decision is. There's they're thinking about it over on those sidelines. It looks like they're going to keep Burt Whistle out there. So 42-41, extra point coming here for the Red Raiders. Kick is up. Kick is good. So we're tied at 42. No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky Scoreboard. You're listening to High School Football. WinstonSales.com broadcast, WOHS.
Six.
Yeah, I think, like you say, they're more than content to let Bandy's run the ball. They have to keep the clock moving. Of course, Sweat, pretty smart, got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
Keep this up. We're going to be past my bedtime. We're still in the third quarter. Sweat in the shotgun, no one back, throws a pass, quick out, juggled and caught. That's number 7. I see Ian Moore's back in the game.
Pushed out by Wilson, the cornerback. Again, they're 3 down linemen, pretty much playing wide 5s with a nose tackle. 55 Walker, one of the linebackers, again with 35. Looks like they pushed Walker up to the nose tackle position. Now Cloninger, and then our sub, Zay Coleman, is in at linebacker for Lincolnton.
5 yards there is enough for a Turner Hauser Insurance first down, and they run it up the middle. Good line surge. Ball carried by Stewart, and he wasn't brought down until he got to the back of his offensive lineman and the 48-yard line. So gain of 6 for Stewart on that carry. Sweat, again, rolls out, goes around the left side, heads for the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds. He gets down to the 34-yard line, so that will be another Turner Hauser Insurance first down. 14-yard run on that play.
Yeah, well, again, like I say, they're just begging Bandies to run it with only the 3 down linemen. Just like the timeout here by Lincolnton.
You can see if they can make an adjustment here. 2:34 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Rangel's got his shoe off. No tape job on that left ankle. I don't know. Might be that he's done and for the night, the way it's looking, but we'll see what happens. But again, just 6 defensive backs for Lincolnton, making sure they don't give up the big play. Of course, now they're giving up big chunks of running, but
yeah, it's been 10, 6 by Stewart, and then another 14 there by Sweat. So they have it 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. They've steadily marched down the field here. Lincolnton spends one of their timeouts to slow the onslaught here. One back in the backfield, 4 wide receivers, 3 wide to the right. Sweat takes it, and he's just going to run with this one again. Again, around the left side, breaks through an opening, gets inside the 20, the 10. He's finally run out of bounds. It looked like he was going to be stopped there, found a little crease, and got another 10, 12 yards after that. It's going to be 1st and goal, a Turner Hauser Insurance first down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
yeah, I would imagine they may go back to a little bit more with a little bit less field, more of a conventional 4 down. Looks like that's what they're doing.
26-yard gain there. Bandy's knocking at the door, pitch to Stewart around the left side. Burrows underneath, a couple of fumbles.
Saying he's down.
Well, they're saying he's down by contact, so Bandy's will retain it. Stewart did get down to the 2-yard line. Gain of 6, and it's 2nd and goal from the 2. And they're going to the line of scrimmage quickly. One back in the backfield. Sweat keeps it, follows his center. I don't think he got there. Signal is he's going to be short about half a yard.
And again, Lincolnton's okay with this, as long as that clock keeps moving. Get out of this third quarter.
1:36 to go, still in the third quarter. Sweat pitches it to Stewart, goes around the right side, and he walks in the end zone. Touchdown, Bandies. Another Whitetail Properties Properties of Falston touchdown, and it's 50-35 with the extra point by Chris Moore upcoming. Points after touchdown brought to you by James River Equipment of Shelby. Chris Moore on to attempt. Hold will be by Wesson, the backup quarterback and wide receiver. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Bandies is closed within 2 touchdowns now. It's 50-36. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week.
Take your pick on a brand new Bobcat mower from West End Sales in Vail. Pick 0% APR financing for 60 months or get an $800 instant rebate. You just take your pick and pick out your new Bobcat mower.
21
Take a look at a
seconds to
Bobcat.
go.
At the end of 3 quarters, the South Point Crest game is tied at 42, but Crest is down in South Point territory again.
Hill hands off to Holland, and he's hit immediately.
And he lost 3 yards, 2 yards.
That was number 90, Keydon Linney, and 99, Jamel Lee. 90 and 99. And that loses 2. Second down, 12. And Holland saying, you guys are ruining my beautiful yards per game average.
No doubt about that, Brent. 2nd and 12.
Holt's in at running back now. He gets the pitch. Nowhere to go. He's just going to have to cut it back inside. Maybe gets a yard, though. Maybe gets no gain.
That's a heck of a run to get nothing.
So Holt's first carry of the second half. 3rd down, 12. If I'm Hill, I'm looking for number 2.
You better believe it. Aguilar has been the man tonight for the Jaguars.
3rd down, 12. 3:47 to go. Hill's going to throw. Gets a little bit of late pressure. Now he's just going to have to throw this one away. Throws it into the bench. That'll be 4th down and 12 on the incompletion.
And so the busiest man, well, I don't know, Aguilar might have been a little bit more busy than has Adcock. Adcock's got a 40-yard, 34-yard, 24-yard, 36-yard, 40-yard, 23, and 32. So he's got, this will be his 8th punt of the night.
I tell you, we figured Kings Mountain was gonna control this game, and they have. But what helps in a game where you don't get the 40-point lead and have the running clock, Jeff, is you do get a lot of extra playing time for your reserves.
Yes, you do. Kings Mountain has played a lot of players.
And really key minutes.
That was partially blocked.
That was Simpson and Armstrong in there. And Aycott. It ended up being a line drive out of bounds on the Kings Mountain sideline, but it's going to be about a
17-yard punt, which is pretty good since it looked like it was blocked. Well, it was partially blocked, but so with 3:37 remaining in this ball game, Kings Mountain is going to get it on their 39-yard line.
Green, and what a catch and run there by Maury Green.
Oh, man.
They're going to mark him just short of the goal
He
line.
hit the power line. That is touchdown. That should have been a touchdown.
What a throw and catch there by Husky to Green as they get the ball down to the 1 yard line.
Three defenders there, Robbie. It was 3 defenders there. He pulls out of one and takes that ball to the goal line. To me, looked like he hit the power line, but they're going to put the ball right on the goal line.
So Husky takes the snap.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to give it to Carson. Carson's going to go around the left end for the touchdown, and the Chargers jump back into the lead. 48-42 now. Crest leads on the Noble Archie Mr. Sparky scoreboard of Cherryville. 9:57 to go here in the fourth quarter. What a pass from Husky to Green to find him down the field, and then Green breaks tackles to get down to the 1. Carson takes it in for the touchdown. Greer in to attempt the extra point here for the Chargers.
I believe that is the third, maybe the fourth touchdown pass of the night for Husky.
Ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide to the right, so 48-42, Crest leads. No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Will
sponsor. Bost is the ball carrier on that play. He gets from the 47 to the 46, so he only gets 1 on that play. So that's 296 in the books now. There's some interesting scores here.
Yeah, Bunker Hill 21, West Lincoln 15.
We understand that's a final, so Bunker Hill pulls that out, defeating West Lincoln. That is our understanding. It is a final. Yes. And Kevin Hastings back in the studio says yes. So quick kick here by Bost. No one back for Bandies. He gets it down to the 10-yard line. So good decision there. Ball is down at the 9-yard line. So let's take a look at some of the other scores around the area. A lot of these will probably be finals because we've still got 11 minutes to go here, and it is almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we got North Lincoln 53, North Iredale 7. Huss 35, Kramer 7, Hickory 40, St. Stephen 17. Gonna skip a couple of these, try to find something close to home.
West Iredale.
Yeah, South Point 42, Crest 42. East Rutherford 48, Patton 6.
You know, West Lincoln leading East Lincoln 10-2? That sounds like a baseball score. So 1st and 10 for Bandies at their own 9-yard line. Sweat rolls out, just eludes a defender in the backfield. And I'm not sure what happened there at the end of the play. Okay, Sweat threw the pass.
Yeah, it was 44, another substitute for Lincolnton.
And it's going to be incomplete.
Jamaris Wilson was the one that got through the line, forced him to throw that a little earlier than he wanted, and there was nobody in the vicinity of that pass.
I guess you folks didn't hear anything I just said for a minute there. Sorry about that, folks. Welcome to the Red Zone channel. We're going to end the show here in just a few moments. I want to give you guys some instructions on how to watch the games, listen to the games wherever you're going tonight if you want to listen to the next few minutes. We're coming back live at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, the post-game show begins. So we've got to get off here and get offline on YouTube. We're going to restart the stream. So come back at 10 for the live stream post-game show. We'll give you all the scores and updates and try to keep you the games going. We're going to let the games play on the air. So if South Point and Crest keep going back and forth, we'll give you that live action right here if you don't want to switch over to the radio, but you can. So if you are at home, you can click on WHS right here, hit the play button. If you want to listen to South Point Crest over on WCSL, you can hit the play button here for Forest View, Kings Mountain, and on the Waggy, that is East Rutherford at Patton. Now, if you can't figure that out, scroll down just a little bit. You see these pictures? These pictures of the games have links for you. So if you want to get to the game, so Bandy's linking and click on that. It'll take you to the YouTube page to listen to that. If you want to click on South Point Crest, it'll pull up a little player just like this for you to listen to. Burns and Bessemer City. So click on those. Those are the links, and we may have a final here at Burns.
Bulldogs tonight. So turn it on over to.
Yep, 42-7 is going to be the final there at Bessemer. So we got the best final for Burns. So you don't need to click on that one. But for you folks who want to look for those other games, just click on these. Click on the slideshow and click on the game of your choice every week. It'll take you straight to the broadcast. I'm going to put the scores up for just a few more moments. You guys can take that in. And however, we are going to get to sending it back to the we're going to end the show here in just a moment. Start the postgame show at 10:05. Let's give us to 10:05 for the postgame show. All right? We'll be back in a few moments. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Chosen breed, you don't see